Deep in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, a forest so vast and silent that daylight itself seems swallowed by the trees, whispers of an ancient curse still echo. For over 3 centuries, travelers, hunters, and locals have shared the same terrifying tale of a winged beast, part animal, part demon, and entirely unnatural. They call it the Jersey Devil. The legend begins in the early 1700s. In a small, isolated village in New Jersey, there lived a poor woman named Mother Leeds. Life was already cruel to her. She had 12 children, each one another burden in a harsh and unforgiving world. When she discovered she was pregnant for the 13th time, anger and despair consumed her. According to the tale, she raised her hands to the heavens and cursed the unborn child, shouting, "Let this child be the devil." The night the baby was born, a storm raged over the Pine Barrens. Neighbors gathered, some praying, others watching with dread. At first, the child appeared normal, a healthy baby boy. But within minutes, the transformation began. The infant's skin darkened, sprouting coarse hair. His hands twisted into claws. Horns burst from his head, and wings like those of a giant bat tore through his back. His face elongated into the snout of a horse, with eyes that glowed a furious red. The room filled with a blood-curdling scream as the creature lashed its forked tail. Before anyone could react, the beast leapt from the bed, smashed through the chimney, and vanished into the night sky, disappearing into the endless Pine Barrens. From that night forward, the people believed the cursed child had become a monster, condemned to wander the forest forever. Thus, the legend of the Jersey Devil was born. Throughout the 1700s and 1800s, stories of the Jersey Devil multiplied. Farmers awoke to find their livestock slaughtered, chickens torn apart, goats missing. Children swore they saw red eyes watching them from a tree line. Hunters told of a strange screech echoing across the forest, a sound unlike any animal they had ever heard. Some even claimed to see a flying creature swoop down at them, only to vanish back into the trees. By the early 19th century, the devil was no longer just a folktale. It had become a real threat in the minds of New Jersey's people. The most infamous wave of Jersey Devil sightings happened in January of 1909, and to this day, it remains one of the most chilling chapters in American folklore. Over the course of a single week, hundreds of people across South Jersey and even Philadelphia reported encounters with the beast. The panic was so widespread that newspapers dedicated daily front-page stories to the sightings. Footprints in the snow. Residents woke to find strange hoof-like tracks outside their homes. What terrified them most was that the prints climbed walls, crossed rooftops, and ended abruptly, as if the creature had taken flight. Police encounters. Officers claimed they shot at the beast, but the bullets passed through as if it were made of shadows. One officer swore he saw the devil spread its enormous wings and vanish into the night sky. Public panic. Schools closed. Workers stayed home. People armed themselves with rifles, terrified to leave their houses. Mass transit attacks. A trolley car in Haddon Heights was attacked by a flying beast. Workers described it as a kangaroo-like creature with bat wings. The hysteria was so intense that the entire region shut down, gripped by fear of the devil. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the sightings stopped. But the legend had already carved itself into American history. Though the 1909 panic faded, encounters with the Jersey Devil never stopped. In the 1950s, a group of forest rangers claimed they heard unnatural shrieking sounds echoing through the pine barrens at night. In 1960, merchants offered a $250 reward to anyone who could capture the devil after multiple farm animals were found mutilated. In the 1980s, a motorist swore he saw a winged creature cross the highway in front of his car, its glowing eyes fixed on him before it vanished into the woods. Even in recent decades, hikers and campers in the Pine Barrens have reported hearing heavy wings overhead, spotting glowing red eyes in the darkness, or finding animal carcasses drained of blood. Each story may differ in detail, but one element remains the same: the chilling sense that something unnatural lurks in the Pine Barrens. Imagine this. You're driving through the winding back roads of the Pine Barrens on a cold, moonless night. The trees close in on both sides, branches clawing at the sky. The air feels heavy, the silence broken only by the hum of your car engine. Then you hear it, a scream, not human, not animal, something far worse. A sound that rattles your bones. Your headlights catch movement on the road ahead. A figure steps into view. At first, you think it's a deer, but as it turns its head, your heart stops. The creature is taller than a man, its face elongated like a horse's skull, horns curling from its head. Enormous wings unfold from its back, and those glowing red eyes lock onto yours. You slam your foot on the accelerator. The car lurches forward, but the creature leaps into the air, wings beating with a thunderous force. In the rearview mirror, you see it following, hovering above the road like a shadow of death. And then nothing. It's gone. But the sound of wings still lingers in the trees, reminding you that your skeptics argue the Jersey Devil is nothing more than myth. Some suggest people mistook large birds, like the sandhill crane, for something more sinister. Others claim it's simply folklore passed down and exaggerated. But for those who have heard the shrieks, seen the red eyes, or found the footprints that defy explanation, there is no doubt something lives in the Pine Barrens. The forest is vast, nearly 1 million acres of twisting trails, dense brush, and shadowy corners. If a creature wanted to hide, this would be the perfect place. Legend has grown beyond folklore. In sports, New Jersey's professional hockey team proudly named themselves the New Jersey Devils. In films and TV, the creature has appeared in horror movies, documentaries, and even episodes of The X-Files. Writers, podcasters, and gamers continue to use the Jersey Devil as a symbol of mystery and fear. This is not just a monster story. It is a piece of American culture woven into the very identity of New Jersey. The story of the Jersey Devil has survived for over 300 years. Generations have passed it down, each adding their own fear, their own encounter, their own truth. Is it simply a legend, born from a mother's curse? A warning tale told to keep children out of the woods? Or is there truly something lurking in the Pine Barrens? A creature beyond science, beyond reason, waiting in the shadows? One thing is certain. If you ever find yourself alone in those endless woods, and you hear the flap of giant wings overhead, you'll understand why New Jersey has never forgotten its devil. And perhaps you won't escape to tell the tale.